Tactical command, we have a green light, commencing retarded internet argument in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 0.9 repeating. Hello once again, InterTubes. My name is Lore, and this is the Weekly Marmot, and you probably knew that already before you clicked the play button or whatever. But anyway, a couple things I want to get into today before I go on to today's topic. First and foremost, if you missed the announcement, we are changing YouTube channels. We're moving all of our Tank Spot content over to the ZAM official YouTube channel. There's a video that Alian and I both put together, a video actually that explains everything and just sort of gives you all the information you need if you want to maintain your ability to receive all of the new videos in your email inbox or whatever it is that you do. But go check those out, and definitely give a subscribe to the ZAM official YouTube channel. This isn't some big conspiracy, oh my god, the man is trying to make Tank Spot conform to their ultimate ways of something other. No, it's nothing like that. We're just kidding everything in one confined location, so it's not in 73 locations all over the internet. Second, the Ruby Sanctum actually became available today. There was this period of time where the instance was available and you could go in there and start killing things, but there hadn't been any sort of announcement or anything, and all the blues were saying, we'll give you an announcement when it's available. So everyone was kind of confused, like, are we supposed to be able to get in here, or is this a bug or something? But they did actually come out with an announcement shortly afterward that said, okay, yeah, it's out, and you're allowed to go in there and fight things now. So that's cool. Little disappointing that they did it on the same day that like 30 or 40 of the US realms have 24-hour maintenance, mostly because my realm is one of those that has 24-hour maintenance, and I would have really liked to have gone in there and been able to fight the boss when, you know, everyone else in the US is able to, but I don't know. It's kind of disappointing, kind of frustrating, but whatever, I'll get over it. Fortunately, I'm not the only one who makes video guides at Tank Spot, so you can still expect to see a Halion video guide going up very soon. That is going to be going up on the ZAM official YouTube channel, so make sure you're checking for it there and not watching the Ciderhelm YouTube channel, or just keep an eye on tankspot.com because we'll be putting it up there as soon as it comes out as well. Alright, so for today's episode, I thought I would discuss a little bit about the RealID feature now that it's been available on the live World of Warcraft realms for about a week now. Overall, so far, I really like the feature. I think it has been, I think it's great, and I think it will be great. I just think it needs a few minor improvements to it. So, let's start with the real name issue. A lot of people have been very upset that the way RealID works, and the way that you are then listed in everybody's friends list is your real name. The idea being, well, I don't mind that I can talk to this person, and I would like to be able to talk to them no matter what they're doing, but I don't necessarily want to be giving out my real name to everybody. As far as that goes, well, like I said in the last episode, it doesn't bother me too much that people know my real name. That's not a big deal, and we live in a day and age where, honestly, your real name is pretty meaningless information. There's probably 30 other people with your same exact name, or more, with the same exact name. Like there's like 15,000 Josh Allens. Actually, when I was at college, there were 3 people named Josh Allen in my floor, or on my floor in my dorm, so there's a lot of us out there. I'm gonna get you. But, no, being able to know my real name isn't the biggest of deals, and it's not like exactly the biggest breach of privacy or security or anything like that. But, on the other hand, a lot of people just feel that is very private information, and they don't want people to be able to know about it. So, ultimately, I think the ability to not have your real name in there would be a good thing for the RealID feature. Now, as to why it would use your real name as your identifier on RealID, there's actually a really simple explanation for that. I don't know if it's the greatest one, but it's pretty simple. The only information that Battle.net has about you is what you've given it. So think about what you've given it. You've given it your address, you've given it your email address, and you've given it your real name. And that's pretty much the extent of it. It can't just pull a character name from World of Warcraft because, well, it's got to be compliant with StarCraft 2, which comes out at the end of the month. And what if someone plays StarCraft 2 but not World of Warcraft? I mean, crazy, I know, but maybe there are people out there that only play StarCraft 2. And it can't just pull your StarCraft 2 name for the same exact reason. And even if it was like, if you had both of them, and it was trying to pick between one or the other, how would it pick? They'd have to have this whole system in place to be able to pick from all of your available aliases which one you want to be active. And that could work, but at the same time they could also just make something that lets you just set an alias for your Battle.net account and just set the name that you show up as, which I would really like them to do. So basically that's the direction they need to go with it. There was an announcement recently that they're going to be making some changes, and I hope that's one of them, just because, you know, a lot of people are very, very unhappy about giving out their real name to everybody, but they still want to be able to use the RealID feature for the awesomeness that it has. Like, being able to catch your friends on every single character is pretty cool. Now, the other issue that it has so far is the ability to add friends of your friends, like, really simply and easily. There are lots of cases where, you know, the friend of your friend is also a friend of yours, so, okay, I can see, okay, I know John Smith, oh, and John Smith also knows Jack Nicholson, so now I'm going to be Jack Nicholson's friend. Awesome. You know, I mean, there's some use to the system. There is a purpose for it. But at the same time, it also not only lets me see everybody that someone's friends with, which, I mean, I don't particularly want that information going around out in the expanses of the internet, but it also lets you add people that you just completely don't even know. Like, I'm getting friend requests because people know my name is Josh Allen, so they see, oh, well, I'm friends with this guy, and now I'm gonna add Josh Allen as the RealID friend, because I'm pretty sure that's lore, and I want to be able to add lore to my RealID. And I mean, obviously, all I get is the little pending thing that shows up, and all it is just requests, and I can easily decline them, but I don't like getting all of these requests from random people I don't know, because sometimes they're people I do know, and then I click decline because I don't know who they are, and then they go, hey, why'd you decline my thing? And I'm like, oh, crap, why didn't you tell me? So, I don't know, I don't really like that that's there. I can see why some people wouldn't mind that it's there or would like that it's there, so ultimately I think that should be an option, like some sort of privacy setting where you can go in and say, uncheck a box that says allow friends to see allow myself to show up in other friends' friends lists, or something like that. I don't know. My Wordatron is not functioning completely properly at the moment. In case you're wondering, my Wordatron is my brain. But yeah, I don't know. It feels like that's kind of a security, not even a security, like a privacy issue. Like, it's just, I don't want that. I don't want that to be there. Now, all that being said, I do really, really like the RealID feature, and it has some pretty awesome stuff to it that makes me end up using it in spite of these problems that I feel it has. They did mention a little while ago that they are going to be making some adjustments and some improvements to the system as time goes on. I am crossing my fingers and hoping that some sort of privacy settings and some sort of ability to, like, have yourself go invisible or something like that, hopefully those are in the works. So we'll see where the feature goes in the next few weeks, the next few months, next however long, especially once StarCraft 2 is out and you start seeing a lot more bleed over between, you know, seeing each other on different games and everything. So yeah, I am very, very optimistic for the system. I think it will be great. I just think it needs a little bit of work to quite get to that point. Alright, that's about all I had for this week, so thank you once again very, very much for watching. Just as a reminder, if you want to get in touch with me and keep on sending in those questions because I like getting them, I have a whole bunch that they're sitting right over there. You can't see them, but I have a whole big list of questions that I want to get to. Keep those coming. Go to tankspot.com. Send a private message to me on there. My username is Lore, L-O-R-E. It's really, really simple. If you can't get it right, then I'm probably not interested in your question. So, yeah. But anyway, send me a private message there. Any sort of questions or anything, just stuff that you think would be interesting for me to talk about on the show, great. Go for it. Awesome. You can also follow me on Twitter. It's twitter.com/devolore, D-E-V-O-L-O-R-E. I usually put it right about, actually it's usually right about, directions are weird on this. I don't know if you've ever tried to do this, but directions are weird. But anyway, yeah, I guess that's about all I got for today, so thank you very much again for watching, and I'll see you later.